Lila's Best Eats, where I'm always doing it right. On this channel, I'll show you how to eat the foods you love. I'll show you, of course, how to do it in a fashion that's healthy, beneficial to your body, and if you follow my channel, you know I'll show you how to do it without compromising the flavor or the integrity of the food. And in today's video, you guys, we're going to be getting into a very iconic recipe that requires us to use a special hard shell corn-like ingredient that was first founded and discovered in Peru and Mexico by Spanish conquistadors. This corn-like ingredient also has a cultural significance to Native American cultures, as it was also used for garlands, ornaments for statues, as well as ceremonial headdresses. This corn ingredient became very popular during the 19th century when it was introduced at street fairs and circuses, and once it gained its popularity, it was then introduced to movie theaters during the Depression era as an affordable luxury treat. The corn ingredient that I am describing is popcorn, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make not only one of the best, but one of the easiest homemade caramel popcorn recipes. This homemade caramel popcorn recipe that I'll be showing you is slightly healthier than the original version because in my recipe, I chose to opt out of using a regular butter and replace it with a dairy-free butter. I also chose to opt out of using corn syrup and create my own homemade corn syrup version. So if you're a fan, or if you know someone who is a fan of caramel popcorn, then this is a video you don't want to miss. All you need to do to ensure that you don't is do yourself a favor and don't be shy. Hit that like, hype, share, and subscribe. Tap that notification bell below. You'll get notified when I upload this easy homemade caramel popcorn recipe. And without any further ado, let's get to doing what Lila's Best Eats does best. Let's get into my homemade caramel popcorn recipe and let's get to doing it right. Okay guys, here are the ingredients needed for the homemade caramel popcorn. You'll need popcorn kernels, dairy-free or regular butter, baking soda, sea salt, cooking spray, light brown sugar, roasted salted peanuts, maple syrup, honey, vanilla extract, and brown paper lunch bags. For the exact measurement ingredients, you'll need 2/3 cups of popcorn kernels equally divided, a half teaspoon of sea salt, a half cup of honey, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, a half cup of maple syrup, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 4 tablespoons of butter equally divided, cooking spray, 2 large brown paper lunch bags, 1.5 cups of roasted salted peanuts, 2 sticks of butter, and 2 cups of light brown sugar. Okay guys, in the first step to make the popcorn, first start by opening both of the brown paper lunch bags. Next, pour the popcorn kernels into each of those bags. Then place the butter inside of the bag and fold the bag as tightly as possible. When folding the bag, apply a fold and crease method to ensure that the bag has been properly sealed so as the popcorn pops, it won't fall out. Then transfer the bag onto a paper plate, place it into the microwave, set the timer on the microwave for 3 minutes, and allow the popcorn to pop. Once the popcorn begins popping very slow and intermittently, no matter how many minutes are still remaining on the microwave, stop the microwave, remove the popcorn, set it aside, and repeat the same steps and process with the second bag of popcorn. Once both bags of popcorn have been popped, transfer them one at a time into a large bowl, then scoop, separate, and transfer the popped kernels from the unpopped kernels into a large aluminum pan. Do not transfer any of the unpopped kernels. Repeat this step with the second bag. Give the aluminum pan a little shake to level out the popcorn. Then add as much or as little roasted salted peanuts as you would prefer. And in the last step, before making the caramel, preheat the oven to 250 degrees. To make a healthier version of corn syrup for the caramel, first start by adding the maple syrup and honey to a small bowl. Stir both ingredients together until they're well combined and fully incorporated. Then to a large saucepan over a medium-high heat, add both sticks of butter, followed by the brown sugar, sea salt, and homemade corn syrup. Stir these ingredients together over the medium-high heat until the butter has completely dissolved, and continue stirring for several minutes until bubbles begin forming along the side of the saucepan. Once the bubbles have formed, place the lid on top of the saucepan to prevent any crystallization. Then set a timer for exactly 1 minute. After 1 minute, remove the lid. Allow the caramel to cook over the medium-high heat without stirring for 4 minutes and not a minute longer. After 4 minutes, remove the caramel from the burner and add the vanilla extract and baking soda. Whisk quickly to incorporate these two ingredients, because once the baking soda is activated, the caramel will quickly rise. Then immediately pour the hot caramel over the popcorn. Toss quickly to incorporate and evenly coat the popcorn before the caramel hardens. Next, transfer the caramel popcorn onto 2 separate baking sheets lined with parchment paper. Spray both the front and the back of the spatula with cooking spray. Then spread the caramel popcorn out as flat and evenly as possible. Place both of the baking sheets into the preheated oven and set a cook time for 1 hour. Every 15 minutes throughout the cooking process, toss the popcorn to ensure that the kernels don't stick together and become one large piece. After 1 hour of cooking, remove the caramel popcorn from the oven, set it aside, and allow it to completely cool. Once it has completely cooled, begin breaking it down into smaller pieces. Don't be too concerned about breaking apart each individual kernel. Once you're done, the end result, you should end up with several individual pieces as well as several clustered pieces. And here's what the caramel corn should sound like once it's done. It should sound hard and crunchy as it hits the baking sheet, almost as if it has a candy-coated exterior. Here are the final results of what the homemade caramel popcorn should look like. It should have a perfectly golden, crunchy, hard exterior with a sweet, buttery, slightly salty flavor surrounded with savory, crunchy peanuts. In the last and final step, transfer the caramel popcorn into a large Ziploc freezer bag. Zip the bag, and when zipping the bag, squeeze any excess air out to preserve the shelf life of the popcorn for several weeks and store in a cool, dry place in your kitchen. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, share my content, let people know Lila's Best Eats is always doing it right. As always, thanks for watching. I appreciate your support, and I'll see you guys again next time. Happy holidays!